Holy Mary, Mariana Cross. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a VeVe OMI update video, just singing that ghost song, Mariana Cross. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dachi. Hello, Dachi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Yeah, let's get this spread. We've got a lot to go over today. We'll start off with Definity. Maybe we should start off with Definity. Yeah, let's do Definity real quick. And then we'll do Definity, we'll do OMI, then we'll go to the rest of the crypto, and then we'll move on from there. Definity down about 2.5% today to 4.2 cents. Got less than 10,000 in volume, 9.9 thousand. So really not a good day for Definity. It's Friday. It is during a weekday. We should probably have something. They do feel good about it. 100% people are on board with it. But let's see oh my God, $21 from Pancake Swap, $318 from Uniswaps. There's been no volume on the swaps over there. And then Mexi pretty much has all the volume with $9,900. I'm not 100% sure not 100% sure that we'll have a really big exchange soon. They are focused on building the business. They are focused on getting their revenues higher, their margins higher, and they're doing a fantastic job. But I just don't know. I haven't heard any rumblings on any other exchanges. Well, they'll get them at some point. Like at some point, you'll have other exchanges be like, "Hey, can we list you?" So that's fine. I'll keep you all posted with that. I haven't had any of them on the podcast recently. I think no, last month. We had one last month. I'll try to get them on again in November. I'm just too busy for the rest of October. A really big day tomorrow, and then I have I'll be on somebody else's podcast tomorrow night at like 10 o'clock talking about Bigfoot. Tammy Hannah is going to come on the podcast over on Sunday. Monday, I have I'll tell you right now who I have on Monday. I have Greg from I should have been more prepared than this. Sorry that I wasn't. But I made a post about it before. It is Beyond Comics, Greg White. I have to learn how to pronounce that. Got about 50,000 followers over on X. I'm sorry, not on X. 10,000 followers on X. 57,000 over on Instagram. 40-ish thousand over on Facebook. They do a lot of good stuff. He'll be on Monday. I'm not 100% sure what time yet. I asked if 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at work. He says I have to see what my company gives me for the work week, and he'll let me know. So he's coming in on Monday. Tuesday, I have Carl Choi coming on the podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just talk about the Evermind comics and just the future of collecting and all that. Wednesday, we have the OMI is My Homie channel. And then something about Figpin is launching that day. And speaking of Figpin, Dan Williams coming on the podcast on Thursday. So that just takes out the rest of October. And then Friday, I'm going to have Mudo on the podcast. Mudo's a company. It's called Mudo Health DNA. They have this really interesting epigenetics test. They have about 10,000 followers on X. DNA is their token. A lot of this stuff's going to go on the blockchain. A lot of companies like 23andMe, Ancestry, whatever, they get your genetic information, like they kind of sell it. They don't even do anything with it. They just kind of like sell it to third parties. What Mudo does, they give you that epigenetic test. They'll go and say like, hey, you're deficient in these vitamins. We'll have it like a health plan for you. Very reasonable, very cheap. And then if they say, if you want to go out and be like, hey, let's monetize this, they'll give you like a percentage of those proceeds. So I think that's really cool. They're coming on the podcast. And then maybe we'll have another announcement with them next month. I don't know. And then Sanjay will be on the podcast doing a couple more giveaways. Dan Williams will be on the podcast doing giveaways on Thursday. Sanjay will come on next Saturday to do some more giveaways. And then I'm going to drop off the face of the earth for 4 days because I got a trip coming up. Anyway, let's go to the OMI and see what's going on. Let's see what it's done today. Down about 0.5% to 0003822. 350,000 in volume, which is interesting. We usually don't have that much. Not that it's a lot, because it's not. There are 71% of people do feel good about the token today. Let's see where the volume is coming from. I'm going to guess Ascendex because it's always where it is. Maybe it's not 41.62. All right, I guess 62,000 is the one that's most of it. This doesn't make sense. OKX is 62,000. Are we off of Ascendex? I'm not even saying, like, all right, y'all. MEXC, OKX, Uniswap, Gate, another Uniswap, OKX. Okay, there's definitely not two OKX. One of them is definitely Uniswap. Let me refresh this here. Somebody that's like Canadian or something. Let me know about Ascendex. Okay, now it says 148,000 in volume. Yeah, it's giving me two OKXs. I understand like the multiple Uniswaps because we're on Base and we're on ETH and all that, but yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, 62,000 on OKX, 41,000 on MEXC, so that's 103. Another 30 from Uniswap and Gate. What was that one? 33. Get up to 140 when you go to Uniswap Base and another OKX, which is weird. So yeah, about 148. All right, so that makes sense. Anyway, let's go on with the rest of the. Okay, garage is open. Cool. We had a big scare today with the entire market. Watcher Guru. I'm on the wrong one here. Watcher Guru had reported the government launches investigation into USDT crypto firm Tether, and we're like, oh, come on, guys, like, what is going on? And legit, 25 minutes later, after Bitcoin dumps down to like 65, let's take a look at what it went down to. It wicked down hard. It was like 64.8 or something, and then it had recovered very nicely. Yeah, it recovered very nicely because 25 minutes later it said that just in, Tether CEO Paolo Ardoino denies Wall Street Journal's report that the firm is under investigation by U.S. government. I mean, I don't think he's lying because, like, at that point, like, people are going to find out anyway, so why deny it? Unless he's like, hey, let's deny it for right now and we'll cash out as much as we can before. But I haven't heard anything since then. But we can go to Watcher Guru right now, and it just seems that that was the one that, yeah, they haven't posted anything since then. But again, he denies the Wall Street Journal's report. Wall Street Journal, I don't know what they're doing over there. I don't know how they don't like confirm that. That's a really big thing before causing absolute chaos. Israel launches attack on Iran. Oh, that is interesting. Maybe that's why the markets aren't doing so hot today. Anyways, go back to the rest of the markets here. Bitcoin down about 2.5% on the day. Ethereum down over 4%. BNB down almost 4%. Solana down 7%. XRP down 6%. Lido Stake down 4%. Dogecoin down 8%. Man, always looking pretty good, being only down 0.5% today, when everything else do be dumping. Toncoin down 7%. Tron down 1.5%. Cardano 6%. Like, the entire freaking thing is red. Like, some are like 12, 15%. Flow is actually not down as much as everything else. It's still 7% down, but it went from number 98 to number 95 because Core went down 11%, ApeCoin went down 8%, and damn, ApeCoin beat. I didn't realize Ape wasn't even in the top 100. Anyway, so yeah, that was a big thing for a lot of peeps. Let's go to. We have a couple of articles I do have to read because I've been telling people about this for a while. So we have new CEO at Disney, not right now, but soon. Disney to replace Iger in 26. The hunt is on for Disney's next CEO. The entertainment giant said it will name a successor to its long-serving chief, Bob Iger, in early 2026. The announcement came as part of the boardroom shakeup that will see James Gorman, executive chairman of Morgan Stanley and a CEO obsessed succession pro, become chairman in January. Gorman has led Disney's succession plan committee since August, and was recruited to help defend the company from activist investor Nelson Peltz. The replacement date for Iger is later than many in Hollywood expected, the New York Times has written. We have Emily Glazer saying James Gorman wanted a challenging board role after nailing succession at Morgan Stanley. He's getting one at Disney. We dig into how the Australian banker is bringing his CEO know-how to one of the most watched CEO moves in corporate America. What type of person do you think should be the next Disney chief? What does the board need to get right this time? This is just a healthy consumer of Disney and Marvel products, if they would just stop making everything woke, I feel like that would half the problems would go away. But again, that's just me. That's just just my my thing out there. David Edmonds says major shakeup at Disney. Board chair is out. New CEO is coming in soon. Disney's about to have its fourth board chair in just over 3 years as the company continues to navigate ongoing tumult in the media industry. I'm not sure what tumult is. I have to look that up later. We obviously don't know exactly what's going on at the top of Disney right now, but it's clear it's not just a tumult in the media industry, although that is an issue for multiple companies. The last 5 years have also had instability at the top of the company as well. This could be completely unrelated to the quick turnover as the board's chairman, but it was a key line in the article, in my opinion. Parker, when he was announced, said replacing Iger would be among his top priorities. Instead, Parker and the board quickly renewed Iger's contract through 2026. I like Bob. Just get rid of what's her name, Kathy. What's her name? The one that's ruining Star Wars. Get rid of her. Get rid of just the people that are making it woke. And I'm not saying don't. I'm not saying like. I feel like a lot of these sound bites get. Did y'all know that I've been accused of being like alt-right? And it's like, first off, I had to like look up what that meant, and then it's like, all right, guys, you know how much of an oxymoron that is. Jason Melrose says the Walt Disney Company boardroom shakeup has been making headlines, with James Gorman, executive chairman of Morgan Stanley, set to become chairman of Disney, effective January 2, 2025. Gorman has been leading Disney's succession plan committee since August, tasked with finding a suitable replacement for long-serving chief Bob Iger. Plan is to announce Iger's successor in early 2026, allowing for a smooth transition before his contract expires in December of 26. So we still have another year of Bob Iger. As for potential candidates, there are a few internal contenders. Alan Bergman, co-chair of Disney Entertainment, overseeing media and context business, including Disney Animation, Pixar, Marvel, blah, blah, blah. All right, this goes on for a while. So that's the news there. I don't know what y'all think about what that means for VeVe, what that means for what that means for the potential Disneyverse. I mean, I'm sure plans are still going on with Fortnite and not Sacker, Fortnite and who's the one that's building the VeVe? Cavernous. I haven't heard of Cavernous doing much in a while. I did have them agree to CEO Cavernous agree to come on the podcast. There hasn't been much contact in a little while. Every now and then that does happen. Anyway, Go Collect. This one, the article is by Chris Severs, says Swaggle House partners with VeVe Digital Collectibles, calling creative comic collecting collaborations. Now, there are a ton of people that have been going on and partnering with VeVe. Just they've had, was it Ablaze that they just partnered with? They obviously have like the Planet of the Apes stuff, obviously Disney and Marvel, but just the newer other stuff that they're getting on as well is a way. They didn't roll out the curator program, or at least announce it, until they had a couple of other comics under their belt, and they didn't do it until a couple of other comics did pretty well. Evermind sold out #1. Sanity, I don't think did that well, but let's take a look at what it did, how much it made. Because for those of you that don't know, in order to make a comic, just the artist is going to charge like $300 a page. So if you have a 20-page issue, figure that's I'm sorry, I'm tripping here. 20 pages, 310, that's $6,000. That is $6,000 going to the artist just for doing the pages. Not including the writer, not including like getting publishing anything, not the ink. Oh my God, the ink, and then having to go in to ship everything. It's insane. And that's why you had a lot of these comic books that don't really, they were kind of afraid to take chances. And now what you have is these, and anyone can go and make a comic now for probably less than $10,000, because you do it digitally and you're going to be able to do it with VeVe. So now you have some things like, what was I saying? We're taking a look at Sanity, Rise of the Occult, 247 Comics. This had out of 2,800 editions, let's say it was like 2,600. So it's still 1,423. That's how much left. So 2,600. What was it, $7 each? So it made $8,200. And I know they have to do that revenue share with VeVe. So I don't know what it is, but that's money that wouldn't have done anything else. They wouldn't have made that money were they not on VeVe. I've never heard of Sanity. I've never heard of honestly 247 Comics, but we'll get a lot of these things on Swaggle House. I think that he has 20,000 followers over on YouTube. This is interesting. And one of the other things I wanted to talk about is the fact that we have so many other comic book people. Again, Carl Choi's coming on, just kind of promote the stuff with Evermind, which is a great comic, by the way. I don't want to say spoilers, so I'll say this. Stuff happens, like they have something called Neuralink in there, which is pretty much the same thing that we have here. But this one girl is, I can't even say it. I don't even want to say it, but it's wild. And then again, when Greg comes on over on Monday, he's got, I don't know. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at his website real quick. Beyond Comics, that's the website. I'm sorry, beyondcomics.tv. Heroes. There are Gakito, Codename Justice, Rave Dactyl, Cleo, Tricity. They have a whole bunch of creators and cast: Greg White, Brandon Wilson, Coco Austin. Oh shoot. Carrie Tagawa, Adrienne Curry, Gary Bubba Booey, Donald Fashion. What? Scrubs? No way. Oh my god, I can't believe he's on there. He's on the creators cast. That's so heckin' cool. Damn, everyone's getting in the comics. Coolio? Oh, that's so dope. I have to go in and read up on a bunch of this stuff. That's awesome. Maybe I'll get him on the podcast. Freaking love that. Anyway, it's just, imagine when you get people that have had this idea, had this dream. I want to make comic, but it would cost, tens of thousands of dollars to do it. Now you're going to be able to do it for a fraction of the cost, and you're going to be shoulder to shoulder with VeVe, with Disney, with Marvel, like all this. Like, that's really heckin' cool. And again, you're going to have the people that like have no following, that are just, the comics are going to be great, and then you're going to have people who are like, yeah, the comics will be all right, and they have a following, they have 50,000 people that'll come in. Like, if I guarantee you, Greg comes on with VeVe at some point. I don't know when. I don't know if it'll be officially or with the curator program. I should really talk to David about it. I'll talk with him on Monday and see what goes on. But that's gonna be huge. I mean, again, 50,000 followers on Instagram, 40-something thousand on Facebook. It's a lot easier for introverts to go and buy digitally than to deal with people and pick it up. Anyway, where was I? That was the Beyond Comic stuff. All right, toys aren't just child's play. Mattel, Lego, and others find kidults to bring into business. Written by Los Angeles Times, saying a growing number of adults are buying toys for themselves. Some have managed to cash in on their obsessions, building up lucrative followings of toy fans online. Toy companies, including Mattel and the Lego Group, have taken note of these customers known in the industry as kidults, and increasingly are making toys with them in mind. Mattel has tapped into cultural and entertainment draws such as Harry Potter, Pokemon, Wicked, etc., creating new figurines based on their characters. Jeremy Hart played with Hot Wheels as a kid, but he eventually grew out of them, tucking the miniature cars away in a toolbox. Then, nostalgia struck when he attended the Hot Wheels convention in California with his son 3 years ago. Quote, I get these little glimmers and glimpses of memories and feelings when I look and see those Hot Wheels from my childhood. End quote. Bringing this back to Pokemon, because I love it, and we got to talk about David's teases later again. It wasn't Pokemon, it was SpongeBob this time, but obviously and maybe you didn't, so I'll spin you a yarn here. You buy certain Pokemon packs, and maybe you don't have first edition. Maybe you just have like a normal pack, like first edition's out by this point. It's done. But then you get a pack and then you realize, oh wait, the borders don't have this color in it, and the numbers are skinny, and it's like, that's what we call shadowless. And it was really special when you got that or saw one in the wild, because like it was so infrequent. It was as infrequent as first edition. One print run of first edition, one print run of shadowless, and then like 9 print runs of unlimited. So it's really rare to see these, and they're hard to spot when you were younger. Any non-Pokemon fan would be like, all right, they're the same. I don't know what this is with adults, with like people like over the age of like 60, or like, oh, it's the same thing, or like just adults in general back in the 90s. They were like, it's the same thing. It's like, it's not the same thing. One is shadowless and one is unlimited. There's clear differences. I don't understand that. Anyway, as an adult, years later, 2018, 2019, when Pokemon business started and all that, my Pokemon business, whenever I would go to people's houses and whatever, and they showed me their collection, and a lot of it was not good, I would go and look, ooh, the Shadowless. And I've seen PSA 10 Shadowless. I've seen the incredible, incredible looking cards. It doesn't matter when you're someone that really cares about that IP, when you're someone that really cares just about like the artwork and the history, you feel like a kid again going through a binder, like, oh, this is so cool. And then someone comes up like, oh, Shadowless. I know that's going to mean next to nothing for people that were never in the hobby or be like, all right, this is Chavez talking about Pokemon again. But I understand what Hart is going through. Anyway, today, the 48-year-old has fully embraced his inner child. He spent hundreds of dollars on Hot Wheels and is always on the hunt for new ones. Hundreds of dollars, not really like the measuring stick that we should use here. People use that on a secret rare Groot right now. Anyways, always on the hunt for new ones that replicate vehicles he's owned or that were featured on TV shows when he was younger, such as The Fall Guy, Dukes of Hazzard, etc. Hart proudly displays his collection at Dent Express, the auto body shop that he has started in Torrance. Hart is part of a growing number of adults who are buying toys for themselves, reclaiming memories from their childhood, and showing off their fandom on their desks and shelves. Some have managed to cash in on the obsessions, building up lucrative followings of toy fans online. Same here. Toy companies include Mattel, the Lego Group, Hasbro, MGA Entertainment, and more have taken note of the rise of the customers known in the industry as kidults, increasingly making toys with them in mind. I feel like I read that before. Anyway, Mattel president and chief CMO, the chief commercial officer, Steve Totsky, said that while he was in the El Segundo-based company, has long counted adults among the fans of its major brands, such as Hot Wheels or Barbie. Sales to adults have grown over the last few years. Depending on the brand, he said adult collectors can account for up to 25% of sales. I'm just thrilled that the rest of the industry and society is catching up, because I do believe that play is essential and you should be enjoying toys at all ages, end quote, said Totsky, who had worked at Mattel for more than 20 years. During the Rona-19 pandemic, U.S. toy companies saw sales surge as people stuck at home looked for activities to do. While overall growth has since slowed, sales to people who are at least 18 years old and buying toys for themselves are still going strong. Data from the market research from Circana show. In the 12 months ending June 2024, U.S. adults tallied more than $7 billion in toy purchases. Jesus. The figures from Circana show some of the top-selling toys for adults include Pokemon, Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, Funko Pop. I feel like Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, probably the same thing. And Squishmallows, my man. From January to April, adults brought more toys than any other age group, surpassing preschoolers for the first time, according to Circana. That is wild. In the second quarter, from April to June, sales for adults aged 18 to 34 grew by 10%. Hey, I'm still in that group. While sales for ages 35 and older grew by 9%, compared with the same period last year. Oh God, I'm dying. You ever bake your own Red Lobster biscuits? Pretty heckin' good. Azusa Sakamoto, 42-year-old nail artist and Barbie superfan, started collecting Barbie dolls and all the accessories and decor tied with Barbie dolls when she was a teenager. Known as Azusa Barbie, Sakamoto views Barbie as more of a fashion icon than a toy. Some people love Chanel. She loves Barbie. I just buy whatever I like, whatever makes me happy, she said. I don't think age matters. Preach, girl, preach. Inside her West Hollywood apartment, Sakamoto's living in a Barbie world. Rows of Barbies line the walls. There's a Barbie fridge, a Barbie window, Barbie shades, and a Barbie nightstand. This woman is awesome. Pink-haired Sakamoto said she related to Barbie's optimism and independence. She estimates she owns more than 600 Barbies and 300 Barbie shirts, sharing her fandom and recent purchase on social media. See, this is the type of people that we need in here. Like, I like everything I have, and I don't want to sell it, but out of my 1,000 collectibles, do you think I sit there and like love each and every one individually? You think I give my attention to 200 individual alligator Lokis? No. I mean, sometimes, but not all the time. These people would go wild on VeVe. They would go ham. Roughly 43% of the adults in the United States bought toys for themselves in the last year. It's kind of found in 2024 survey. When they say toys and adults, are adult toys in that as well? They're not clear in this article. Anyway, some of the top reasons adults said they have bought toys for socialization, enjoyment, and collecting. Others responded that they purchased toys to escape from reality, display their homes, or as investments. Harrison Woodward said receiving a Lego Technic set for a model car reignited his childhood interest in the plastic building pieces that can be connected to make intricate creations. I was hooked after that, he said. I love the sense of peace that it gives me. I like 3D puzzles. You might have a touch of the tism. Same. He's now spent close to $20,000 on Lego sets, with the majority of the purchases made within the last year. After his videos of him buying, building, showcasing Lego sets went viral on TikTok, 26-year-old began earning payments from the social media platform. He also struck sponsorship deals with retailers and other companies. The Arizona resident said he makes enough money from his Lego venture that he was able to quit his insurance job several months ago to create online content full-time. On TikTok and Instagram, some of his videos rack up millions of views, featuring replicas of Titanic, the Eiffel Tower, and the Pyramid of Giza. Kathy Hirsch-Pasek, professor of psychology at Temple University, said playing with toys as an adult can be beneficial, helping people foster curiosity, creativity, and communication. Adults should be wary, though, if they're buying dolls as a replacement for making friends in real life. Preach, preach. People experiencing heightened feelings of loneliness, depression, and anxiety while spending more time scrolling on their smartphones. It's chipped away at social connections adults make, she said. I feel like that's when you know, like, you have a problem. When you have like your digital collectible or any type of collectible, be like, hey, what, not that I do that at all. Not that I talk to any of my, because they can't be a substitute for humans, she said. But if these toys become a way to get humans to play with other humans again, I'm all for it. Julie Lennett, Vice President, Industry Advisor, Toys for Circana, said social media has made it easy for people to find others with the same interests, making it more socially acceptable to buy toys as an adult. Some adults who question whether buying a dollhouse they never had as a kid is healthy behavior. Dude, the amount of stuff that I do for my inner child because I was not allowed to do like anything as a child. Honestly, that's probably why I can't even go through it. Anyway, people be liking the photo. Yeah, I know. Okay. Let's go to I have other articles, but we got to go to the rest of the news here. Cartel, Creepshow TV tombstones. All right, let's get this bread. We finally have spoopy stuff. Now, I get it. We have Sanity, which is cool. We have the Chucky doll, couple Chucky dolls, which is cool. But and we have Kpins. We'll get to the Kpins in a second. But Creepshow TV tombstones, I'm kind of fine with this. It's the tombstones are cool. Anything related to death is fun. I like it. But there's a bunch of these. So Creepshow Tombstone Volume 2, Issue 1. You have one of those. It's an uncommon, 766 of them. There's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5. There are 5 uncommon, all at 766. So let's say they keep 90. 676 times 5. There's 3,300 of those, $15 each. And then there is a secret rare, 123 of those. 20 of them are going to be kept, so there's 103. That's going to be the chase. So this will do pretty well. I was talking to VeVe Fambam about it, and VeVe Fambam said, hey, these ones, they were in like the 80s. They're about this like teens being teens, and that they don't really know they're in danger yet. And then see this guy's like following him home, and then he's like deathly, and he gets run over. I was like, oh, this sounds cool. Apparently, I think on Amazon Prime, you can get it. Maybe you buy it on YouTube. I don't even know. But then you have a craft as well. You can craft another secret rare. I didn't even know about this. Creepshow Graveyard digital collectible. If you just 5, yep. Okay. What is this craft? This must have collectible. Okay, to be eligible to craft the Creepshow Graveyard digital collectible, users will need to hold 5 uncommon Creepshow tombstones. Oh, they need to have all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digital collectibles. Okay, well that's all of the uncommon. So you'd probably be able to get them for like $8 each. So it's probably only $40, maybe $50. And then you'll be able to craft the Creepshow Graveyard. I don't know if you have to get them by buying it. There's no way they're going to expect you to do that. Yeah. You just need to hold 5 uncommon Creepshow tombstones, volume 1 through 5. From the Creepshow TV Tombstone series, all 5 digital collectibles will be burned during the crafting process. Okay, so you burn them. Oh, that's interesting. That is really interesting because you don't have a ton already. 766, which means that you would have 676. But then they're going to be burned because there's 250 secret rare. 25 editions will be withheld, so 225. So figure 676, 225. So it'll be 551. Oh, I'm sorry, 451 if all of them get burned. Actually, let me see how many of these are being held back by them. Only 50. So 716. I'm sorry, 716. We're minusing 230 here. So 480. Ooh, that's still. So there's only going to be 486 of these. These actually might, after it's all over, they might all be above retail because there's not a lot of these that are gonna. Yeah, there's not. That's really interesting. I really like that. This is really cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, all right, copy. All right, let's move on here. Finally, I have been waiting for this for years. For years. It is Kpins, the long-awaited Kpins Midnight Chupacabra. We've been asking for this since 2021. I was there, Gandalf. I was there 3,000 years ago. Do not cite the deep magic to me, wench. I was there when it was written. I saw. I quoted Lord Elrond, and then I quoted Liam Neeson as Aslan, basically God. But I'm standing right here. Do you believe your own hype that much? I am the hype. Sorry, that's Dragon Ball Z, abridged. Really went crazy there with the references. Anyway, Midnight Chupacabra was the first Kpins vinyl figure variant to be released. His character made his first appearance in 2018 WonderCon exclusive figure, which was also the date of the official Kpins vinyl figures to be public. The full-grown height and weight are unknown, but past sightings suggest the size of a small bear. Description: he may be fiercely green, have spikes running along his head and back, but he just wants to be your friend. Don't believe those rumors about him drinking the blood of livestock, but keep him away from the farms and goats, especially goats. I wonder if they know of Goat Man. That would totally should get him. I literally just got to chill. Just in case, the lifespan is unknown. Diet is a carnivore who prefers goats, deer, rabbit, etc. Population is unknown. Habitat range North, Central, and South America and the Caribbean. There are 2,800 of him, $14 each. 50 of them will be withheld. So 27. Will they sell out? Probably. I don't know. I mean, the rest of us like that have this freaking set. I haven't even checked Stacker with this. Let's get this right. Let's check the Stacker. VeVe logo. Oh, I guess tomorrow we have Elmo as well. I should probably save some stuff for that. Let's go Kpins. Okay. Just Cosmic Cthulhu, right? Man, damn, Holden Caulfield will be having 129 of these. Dr. Prophet has 11. That damn Hodlin Caulfield. Got a lot of those. And there's a couple people that bought them from the market today. And that's the ultra rare. It's $33. I know, let's go. See, take a look at Bigfoot. Floor price is $3. So some people have 60 of these. I think I only have one. Yeah, I have a ton of these. These are great. Anyway, will it sell out? Probably not, but I kind of want to. I'm going to get one. I'm definitely going to get one. What are they going to go for on the secondary? I'm not sure. But I don't think it's its own set. I think it's going to just be part of the original Kpins set. And that's it for that. Let's go to the rest of the updates in the news, shall we? Let's do. It's yesterday. Oh, my troubles sorry. So there is a real dude named Mike Petriano. Mike Petriano is a real guy that works for Founders Fund. But there was somebody online yesterday that was like, "Hey, I am Mike Petriano. Let's have a meeting." And basically, he's trying to scam people. And as he's trying to scam people, he has like the yellow check mark. But the yellow check mark, when you go to his profile, says he's from something called Bullpen, not Founders Fund, and Founders Fund doesn't follow this account. So clearly it's not him. So I just blocked him. Just again, be advised, guys, that's something that he's like, hey, you should do the Zoom thing. This is something that, yeah, it's just a warning. Don't download anything. It's Web3. Never download anything. Never give out any type of seed phrases. Never let people know who you are. And he started following a bunch of the VeVe fam. So I don't know if he's reached out to anyone else. Woofy deploys on Solana. Microsoft will be voting out assessment of investing in Bitcoin. I'm sorry, will be voting about assessment of investing in Bitcoin. Item number 5 on their filing in a shareholder meeting on December 10th. Can't wait. Also, approximately 20 million in crypto likely stolen from U.S. government sleuths, Arkham and Zach XBT say. Then we have doing that. Sorry. We're going to get more of the VeVeverse. It's a live premiere showcase next week at 4 p.m. It says 4, but let's check just to be safe. I don't want to spread no misinformation. Speaking of VeVe, for whatever reason, they put out a video of Storm today, and they're like, "Oh, available October 20." Like, we're already well past that date. I don't know why they put that video out today, but they did. So YOLO. Anyway, let's see the lives for next week. Oh no, your videos. I guess it's not a live. It's going to be a video. It's in October 31st, so Halloween, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That it should be well before my Dan Williams podcast, so that's fine. So let me put that VeVeverse video, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, copy. All right. Now, hey, now, ladies, yeah. Also, what I'm going to do, I'll be speaking for a little while longer. And then I'll get to everyone's comments. If you don't have the time for that and you want me to answer your question right away, just super chat down below, and then I'll answer it right away. Also, if everyone could smash that like button, that'd be a free way to help support the channel, not free ways of Patreon. You know, you know the rules. See what else we got. Mr. MC wants, thank you, Turtle Golf. Your generosity and kindness are incredible to watch. Thank you for this lovely bottle of personally branded wine. Mr. MC1 loves his wine. An incredible member of the VeVe Gold Logo family. We do love him. He's just the best. Oscar Richard Fontera says, I think I got a little lucky with this auction. Cross-pollination of clients is great. Figpin people come into VeVe. VeVe people go into Figpin. Saying that he bought this DesignerCon Figpin for $1.25. I'm guessing that, yeah, plus $3 shipping. So $4.25. Yeah, people, the cross-pollination is nice. You have Millionaire Kids is recently adding VeVe official mints, saying mints matter. So he has the number 321 Po from Kung Fu Panda. Got the number 1111 all together now. It's the same combination on my luggage. Spaceballs reference. The number 321 Professor X and the number 321 Po as well. Oh no, he's got 321 Po. I said that twice. So shout out to Millionaire Kid for that. Dr. Stuff says, I appreciate the continued communication since you've come on, Mr. Ben Rose. Well done. Shout out to him. Paris Ryan says, if you stake 10 million OMI in the VeVe app, how many points does it get you per day? And do you get the same points if you keep it on the Stacker marketplace? Also, it says roughly 900, and it's the same calculation if you hold on Stacker. But that has been, it's been less. It has been a little less. Oh my God, my freaking back. My back has been destroyed. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fight Josh later this year or next year. Might be a very bad fight. Anyway, that amount has gone down because a lot of people are either putting OMI on the app or putting it on Stacker. So that's good. Lock it up. Lock it up. Remember when people were like, oh, Tesla's going to go down because of Elon Musk's political tweets? Yet Tesla had like the best day it had like ever, 21% the other day. I wonder if that means people like his political tweets. Anyway, another gold logo. All right, so gold logo stuff. This is the grail on the app. Not because people are nostalgic for VeVe. I mean, maybe if you were in like 2020, 2021, you walked away for a while and nostalgic 3 years ago, sure. But it's not like anything with Disney Golden Moments, not like anything Star Wars. It's not like there are clearly other nostalgic brands that are infinitely times more nostalgic than VeVe. Why is the VeVe Gold logo such a beast of an item? Why is a VeVe Gold logo worth like 5 waltz? Why? One, the utility. People love a good collectible utility. Two, it's rare. Like it's I don't want to say scarce because it's always out there, but it is rare. And expensive, and it's something that you get. One, it that camaraderie is the people that are in there are just amazing people. Even if you're not one to be like, I don't want to network, I just want to part. Like, and you can. So we'll go over that first. Just the amount of connections that's like joining a brotherhood where you have one guy that everyone specializes in something, and we're all connected by VeVe. And so, like, mm, just for the network, if you're somebody that has like a business or has connect like that, in hindsight, that could be worth $50,000 just for the network. Now, again, there are some people like Chavez. I just want to party. I don't give a fudge about the network. I'm not trying to make a bunch of money here. I'm not trying to do these business deals. I'm not trying to, like rub elbows with people. I just want to party and I just want to have good people around me. Same thing. Same exact thing. It's I don't really get this because I've always had an easy time making friends because people are awesome and like I don't know. I've read even before I read How to Win Friends and Influence People, read that book multiple times. Uh, I don't know. I'm just always curious about like people like to talk about themselves. Like how do you be successful with girls? Ask them about themselves. What do you do for fun? Where'd you get that top? Where'd who does your hair? Like just ask them about their lives and they just freaking open up. Um, I don't know. I'm just hella curious about people. Anyway. Um, they have a hard. I feel like adults a lot of times, decent amount of time, have like a hard time making friends. I feel like adults have a hard time. Like, oh yeah, yeah, like your kids' friends' parents are like your friends. Like I've never had that issue, but I have had a lot of friends say like, oh, it's hard to make friends out. It's rough out there. I'm like, yeah, it's rough. No idea. Um, I feel like I get along with pretty much everyone, most people. But if you're really introverted and just like, hey, I want to kind of talk to people, but I want to make sure they're cool, and you have a hard time vetting, the amount of love in here is just, oh my god, it's people that genuinely want to be around you, and then just they want the best for you as well. There's an episode of not How I Met Your Mother, of Modern Family, where Mitchell and Cam, they like Mitchell gets this new job and he's like, Cam, I want to like have like a dinner with like our friends because I want them to be happy for me, but also I want to see their face when they're like a little jealous as well. Uh, it's not like that. I haven't seen any jealousy in any of the and any of the VB logo parties. Like I haven't seen any hint of maybe because I'm sipping on a couple daddy sodas and I don't notice it, but I feel like everyone genuinely wants the best for you. And I also feel like in that same breath, that just makes me want to become a better person too because they're my friends. And yes, you want the best for them, but I feel like you should also expect them to expect the best from you. So be someone who like they can count on. But again, that's just my own personal thing. But if you want, so there's multiple reasons to own that logo. And then again, the artist, even if you don't care about like the network, but you want that selfie, you want those selfies with these artists, you want those selfies with the superstars, sometimes politicians. Maybe we'll have some royalty there next year. It's going to be a big one next year. Um, at least for New York. I don't know about any other stuff, but that's the type of thing that's why it's worth. That's why you've had sales for like $7,000, $8,000. I think it's lower now. I think we're at like 6K. I think the last one sold at like 6K. Let's take a look though, because I haven't checked in a while. And shout out to Lucky Gold Rosso that got sold for $666 yesterday. All right, the VeVe logo, and the reason why I bring it up is because 6K right now. Ooh, yeah, 6K. Anyway, the reason why I bring it up is because did I? All right, there was a buddy of mine that's like, hey, should I sell my Miles Morales for a gold for another for a gold logo? And I was like, bro, that's a. I mean, you know that you can get. Like, it's gonna be a different. Like, there's gonna be leftover money. It's like, yeah, I can get this. I can get X, Y, and Z, or maybe I, can sell it. Should I get like 5 wallets or one logo? And I was like, okay, well, That's hard. It's hard. But the fact that this is happening, and the fact that some people are like, you have people that already have one that like, I want another one. I'm still so I want another one. I want a yeah, I want another one, and I want as many as I can get. Maybe next year, I don't think this will happen, but maybe next year it'll happen. Maybe next year, if OMI goes up and the logos stay where they are, this is not. It's going to happen the opposite way. We've already seen a bunch of the collectibles go up. OMI continue to trade sideways down, and again, that'll change at some point. Where that inflection point is, I don't know. But hmm, I mean, maybe they institute trades at some point. But the fact that this is happening, and some people are scrambling to get a logo, some are trying to get a second one or third or fourth, whatever it is wild. And then you have the logo pins. Another one, I think Comics and Crypto, one sold for $500 something the other day. Another one sold for $625. I don't know what, and David with those eyes. Yeah, all right, hold on. I have a bunch of other stuff to go over here. Let's get to it. Everybody get to it. Let's get this party started. VeVe 100, number 100 logos at $1 million. Second nuts. We had a really interesting post by VeVe Meister saying this Fig Pin dude who got into VeVe is buying VeVe gold and silver pin at Fig Pin Marvel. You can give him a taste of the VeVe fam by giving him a follow. Blah, blah. But just saying, like, there's one person. I mean, you have multiple people, but that's the one person that I guess bought it for $500. A VeVe logo pin, another record for $625. You know, I had already redeemed one, but I have one unredeemed. It's still in its box. I mean, this could keep going up. There's a lot of people that only have one. Most logo holders did not redeem theirs yet. There's some people that are in Europe. There's some people that are in California. There's some people that most of those pins were not given out. So it's very, very scarce right now. Yeah. Put it towards another. There was a buddy of mine that was seriously considering buying a Lil Pudgy. He said, but he'd rather put it towards another logo. And the Pudgy Penguins are different than the Lil Pudgies. The Lil Pudgies are much cheaper. And he's like, I want a Lil Pudgy. I have a Pudgy Penguin. I want a Lil one. But I'm just going to put it towards a logo because he says that's more important. But yeah. Grow a Bee's new profile pic is level 100. I'm going to have to do another video tomorrow. So on average, a sale or promotional code enter, like, you know, when you redeem something, is about 1,791 versus in the past week, you had 2,386 of those redemptions. And most people in the first purchase, they usually make 148 first purchase per week, but there was 82 in the past week, so a little bit down there. Up Crypto says, I'm such a loser. You never know who this loser's connected to. Talking to somebody that has Maverick Carter's number, saying, let me know if you got any contacts with LeBron's manager. He posted and asked about comics. I have 2 companies to hook him up, VeVe and Candy. The person says, I have Maverick Carter's number. So that's the VeVe fam's going out strong for LeBron, trying to get him there. Daily VeVe added another bag of OMI. Shout out to him. Yep, we have Creepshow. We have this. We have that. I mentioned the Mudo. Michael Thaler says, hey, Satya Nadella, if you want to make the next $1 trillion for Microsoft shareholders, call me. I wonder what he's going to say to her. Probably to buy more Bitcoin. Anyway, just thought that was fun. First appearance of Midnight Suns. That's the new Ghost Rider comic that's coming out. I don't know anything about them, but, you know, huzzah. And that is that all I have for today? Yeah, that's all I have for today. Sorry, I've been going for like 50 minutes. Let's get to the comments now, shall we? Jason Pena 2000, thank you so much for being a member. Saying, just got paid. It's Friday night, New York Comic Con hangover. Let's go. Actually, I might not be able. I'm going to Ohio State game tomorrow, and that's at like 12. So I probably will not be able to do the Elmo drop with y'all. Sorry. The advantage has counted at least 3 new members in the Gold and Silver Telegram this week. Wild. Let's go. Who says kidult represent, baby. Who says I'm a kidult at its finest. Naruto Shippuden and My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia is one of the best animes ever made. It is so good. It is so heckin' good. All Might is my hero. He's my just the high school's where the best stories happen as well for the kids. Like the kids, like their souls haven't been sucked out of their bodies yet by life and other stuff, and they're just like they're so pure. Oh, it's so good. Moose's best animes. Yeah, they're My Hero Academia is so good. Gar says, I'm gonna say it. Midnight Chupacabra was a miss. Should have been available for purchase for set holders only. Ooh, ooh. Now I'm not gonna lie. You hold that set for 3 years, you should probably get that. Like, agreed. Agreed. I'm just happy we freaking have this thing because I've waited for so long. But yeah, yeah. If you held that set for 3 years, you probably should have got one. Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there. But yeah, no, I get you. I get you. Charles has had a fascinating conversation today with Bennett Collins, CEO and founder of Endstate, using NFT and chip technology to define the future of physical ownership. Yeah, we should talk about that. Seems like it's a perfect fit for Sanjay's fashion show. Carl says, seems like a great opportunity for a podcast and interview and future VeVe collaboration. Yes, it is. Carl says, Thing Marvel VeVe Louboutin shoe collaboration with chips embedded into the shoes to prove ownership. Oh, that's really good. Tie back to VeVe NFT. That's really good. Speaking of Louboutin, Fanny Carbonell has a new acting gig. She had to cut her hair for. I thought that was interesting. Mariano Lopez is forever a kidult. Same. Midnight Chupacabra, Wubba Wubba. So anytime I feel like I've said this before, but anytime I see your name, Wubba Wubba, I think of that character in Paper Mario, the invincible Tubba Blubba. Hold on, the invincible Tubba Blubba. All right, let's go over this. Let's Google here. Paper Mario, the invincible Tubba Blubba. Is that what it's called? Yeah, the invincible Tubba Blubba, Wubba Wubba. Horizons can't wait for VeVe to come to London. They've been to London before. I'm sure they'll go on again. When? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, they'll maybe next year. We'll see. This is, uh, um, oh, I know you see me standing here. Do I look good, my dear? Do I look good today? Yeah, I will make you see all of the things that you. Oh God, I freaking love that song. Oh my dude, the ending of Zoe 101, like with the piano, like do 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 do. Oh God, so good, so good. I'm so glad glad that I know all of these. Bogar says we need Elon to go into Disney and fire 80% of the employees. I don't know if that will. Elon's got important stuff to do. Disney will be fine on its own. Like what's his name said in Angels in the Outfield, championships got to be won on their own. Disney will be fine on its own. But yeah, Elon's got important stuff to do. Incorrigible Goat Slayer says Kathleen Kennedy. All right, that's yeah. Has her had her hand in the pie for a long time, going all the way back to OG Jurassic Park. She sucks. She needs 100%. She needs to get out of there. Be fired. Get the boot. I don't think anybody likes her. Any of the creations that she has. Guy says, I'm done buying Star Wars stuff after they announced Transformer. That's not real, right? There's no way that's real. I'm not believing that's real. Vegan Thing says, yo, what up, Vegan Things? How's it going, fam? Meow, meow, meow. First Eddie is like first edition. First edition. What's up, Jason Pena? Yeah, 100% first edition is like. Omar says, good evening. Good evening. Walrus King says, you the man, right? Oh, thanks. Just try to do my thing. But thank you, Walrus King. Edward Nigma, Nigma, my man, saying set holders got shafted again. I wouldn't say shafted. I would just be like, short end of the stick. I mean, will I take something for free? Sure. I'll take something for nothing. I'll never expect that though. So I feel like I forget who said it. be thankful for what you have, not what you're missing, and like perspective. I I've been to other countries where like poverty is insane, and like people are starving and they can't read and it's just disease ridden, and just so I'll always be thankful for the US, life in the US, and it becomes really silly to be crazy upset about certain things like, oh man, VeVe didn't give me this for free. And it's like, again, I get it. I Maybe they should have gotten the opportunity to purchase first before everyone else, or maybe they get airdrop something. Agreed. If you held a set for 3 years, maybe you should get a little something. I don't know, maybe like a pin, set holder for 3 years, whatever. I get it. Um, but but I will just I'll never complain about stuff like, ah, man, this digital toy that I mean I want, like, oh, now I have to pay $15 for it. Oh lordy, someone come take this app from me. Like, I get it. I should we have gotten something? Sure, sure. I would take something for nothing, but I'm just never going to expect anything like for free, unless they say, hey, you're going to get this for free if you do X, Y, and Z. And every now and then, VV does do nice. They do a lot of airdrops with gold logo peeps. But I wouldn't say they got shafted. Could they done a better job with it? Yes. Nothing's ever perfect. But again, also I feel like people that have lowered expectations and they don't expect anything, maybe they're a little happier in real life. Maybe people that don't stress about things or get super upset over things, maybe they're a little happier in life. Again, that's just my view up there. VV Wheels says, "What's up, home? Yo, what up, Wheels? How's it going, fam? Man, man, man." Vegan things says, "What up, Wheels?" Jason Payne says, "Ever share a dream in common with a friend? How about 500 friends?" Okay, yeah, all right. So at first I was like, well, I've had two people having the same dream. Then I was like, okay, I see what you're doing there. I feel like no, I spent a decent amount of my childhood watching older TV shows, TV Land, whatever they had on. I feel like it used to be a thing in this country, in the US, father and son, big dreams. We're going to open up an auto body shop. We're going to open up this store. Like, I feel like father and son, like that used to be a thing. How Italians explain things. Sorry. That used to be a thing where they had big dreams and they had big dreams together. And just, I feel like you don't get that a lot nowadays. So to have other people to dream with, and not just dream, and not just to have ambition, but to actually execute. No, not the Pokemon. I mean, like, actually execute the ideas that pop into their head, make it come to fruition, and that is incredibly hard to find. And a bunch of people in the Gold Logo group are filled with that. It's like the best of the best people. Um. Anyway, this pen says I want another one. Yo, same fam, same. Speaking of gold logo members, Dog Boy. I don't know why I'm a hard time talking today. Says Randy, miss you guys already. Epic trip, brother, epic trip. No heckin' way. They did it. Bill Gardner was not lying. Hold on, we got to find. Oh, first off, we got a super chat. Yeah, okay, yeah, bro. Hold on, bro. There's no. Hold on. Let me find your other. New York Post, right? Star Wars unveiled first transgender stormtrooper sister, and fans are divided. All right, let's read this article. Like, is there a background here? Is that and you have stormtroopers from Darth Vader. I don't think Darth Vader would put up with that. But then you have, well, first off, the first stormtroopers were clones, and they were all dudes. So it wasn't in the OG series. It wasn't in the prequels. It wasn't in 4, 5, and 6. It could have only been, if they're keeping the continuity correct. It could only be with the newer movies, 7, 8, 9, and anything that happened after the sixth one, because again, all the stormtroopers were just clones up until the movie 7, 8, 9 after the Empire fell, but then the First Order rises again. So let's see if they keep with that. But if they shit all over, all right, let's read. Let's read. New character in Star Wars universe causing quite a stir with fans of the franchise. First transgender stormtrooper named Sister appears in the new books, Star Wars: Secrets of the Clone Troopers. According to the X account Star Wars Holocron, the character Captain Rex, it's with Rex. Hold on. Gives a description of the sister in the book that says, when one of a kind expressed her gender identity differently than her fellow troopers, she featured she'd have to hide who she truly was inside. Fortunately, her brothers in the Seventh Sky Corps gave her the name Sister as a constant reminder that she belonged. All right. I feel like definitely, wrong timeline, but the message. All right. And then is that it? Is that the freaking? All right, hold on. Let's actually go to Google Star Wars transgender trooper. Okay. Medium article. Okay. Star Wars introduced transgender clone trooper. And I am not trying to be facetious here. Okay, hold on. Is this where are we going? Trans stormtrooper sister. So they're using the pronoun she. So it's from a male to female transition. Her gender identity differently than her fellow troopers. So if they're using she and her pronouns all the way, then was a dude and now is a she. Okay, hang on. Medium. Star Wars introduced a transgender clone trooper, and the toxic fanboy community loses their minds again. All right. Well, let's see. If it's a cool character and they're not like rewriting history, I'm cool. But let's see. Sister was a transgender clone trooper who encountered Anakin Skywalker early on during the Clone Wars. Where are these clones coming from that they're... So is it one of the clones from Jango Fett? Okay. So it's one of the clones from Jango Fett that has long hair. All right, so this is anyone else think she's kind of hot? Like this. I mean, it's kind of cute. All right, anyway. I could see that she looks like the rest of the clones, but now with long hair. All right. Okay. So this is the thing now. All right. Skywalker. Blah, blah, blah. Sister was a transgender clone trooper who encountered Anakin Skywalker early on during the Clone Wars. Skywalker was struck by the clone's decision to acknowledge sister's uniqueness, acknowledging her gender identity with the assigned name Sister. She served as a member of the Seventh Sky Corps, working with Anakin, Obi-Wan Kenobi on several missions. All right, so she's, as long as it didn't affect her performance and she still served honorably. All right. Diversity in Star Wars movie. Yeah, remember the famous cantina scene with 100 different species of aliens all hanging out together, drinking and listening to music? All good. Unless one of them is transgender. God. Toxic fanboys are losing their mind. Let's break down what they've been losing their minds about. Okay, a girl in the lead of Star Wars. No, having a girl's fine. Like that's, dude. Ahsoka Tano is one of the best things. I feel like this is a very poorly written article. Anyway, a lesbian kiss in the background of a Star Wars movie. I feel like nobody really lost their minds about that. I feel like it was something that was just, it happened. Black woman in the lead role of Star Wars series. What Star Wars series are we talking about? Black woman in a lead role of a Star Wars series. Acolyte? I mean, Acolyte just sucked. Like it wasn't. It had nothing to do with race. It had nothing to. It just had everything to do with the shittiness of that show. Anyway, a gay Jedi Knight Star Wars comic. I didn't even know that happened, and Jedi aren't even allowed to love. So I just anyway. Lesbian moms in Star Wars series. Okay, no, I'm talking about Acolyte again with the witches, right? It has nothing to do with the who loves who and who is identifying as who. Acolyte just sucked. Acolyte just blew. It just blew donkey. Anyway, transgender clone trooper in a Star Wars story. Okay, I mean, if they want to do that, it's fine. I mean, I'm not. I think it's okay. All right, I'm not tripping here, but I understand. Like, did they have to do this? No, make a new character, sure. So at least they made a new character, sister, that is just a random clone. That so it this is if it's not affecting. One second here. If it's not affecting the continuity of Star Wars and it's not changing the story, I that's fine. If the character is a cool character, I don't know anything about it. I like the fact that, hey, if she's still serving honorably and she's helping out the Jedi and she's just getting the job done, if she can move, groove, and do everything that she needs to do to complete the mission, and it's not interrupting anything canonically, and the character's cool. I cool. I think it's cool. Am I gonna go? I mean, anything that makes this big a fuss, I kind of want the collectible. I kind of anything that makes this big a splash. I kind of want it. Um, okay, what was the other link? Hold on, there's another link. This is Daily Mail. Come on, let's get this. Yeah, I'm cool with it. So yeah, like what I don't like is when they take an already established character and they make it like completely different. Like when they make someone different than what they were, it's like, bro, like why? Like we have this character that's already established, but that's not what they're doing here. They have like a new character. Um, oh, the color on her stormtrooper outfit is the color of the transgender flag. That's actually I I don't know if Vader would like. I, I'm curious what happens to her in the. Does she execute Order 66? Does she execute? Does she die before then? What happens to her afterwards? I'm very curious about this. Anyway, named Sister. She's clad in armor painted in the blue and pink of the transgender flag and was pictured the first time in a new book release earlier this week. Dreadlock Sporting Soldier first appeared in a reference in earlier 2022 novel, A Queen's Hope, before later being depicted in a piece of fan art. Oh, so she was a Dreadlock Sporting Soldier. Okay, but was okay. Now her story and picture has been featured in Star Wars: The Secrets of Clone Troopers, which added her to the franchise official lore. Characters Edition has left the fan galaxy Star Wars saga split. Some branding in utterly insane gender cult worship and moronic, while the others raged it was crazy and something take. Star Wars, yep, okay. Again, if they're not take like if they were going to take Rex and make, I would have lost my mind, um, but it's somebody that what I figure should this have happened? Well, if they're all clones, now all the clones do have distinct personalities, so it's not like are they all genetically Jango Fett? Yes, they are, but just because you have that same genetics doesn't mean that you're going to have that same personality. Again, they all have different personalities. They're all different. They're still people, even though they're born different. Um, so yeah, I mean, a couple are probably gay. One of them is probably trans. I mean, you can't have millions of clones and not expect one of them to be a little or multiple to be, different. Again, they all look the same. This is just the clone with like the hair grown out with dreads. I don't know if that's uniform for the military. I think that should not have happened, but you know, military. Um, yeah, I'm actually not crazy upset about this. They didn't do it to an already existing character. It doesn't affect anything with the story. I mean, at least right now, I don't know if So I'm actually not too. Oh God, and Ed, Ed Feely's unhinged, bro. Uh, this dude always makes me laugh. Um, he's great. Anyway, where was I? Where was I here? Miss you too. VeVe Wheels says vegan things. What up? What's up, G? Love the stream. Get that bread. Meow, meow, meow. Dude. I had these Red Lobster biscuits, and they were so good. They were so good. It's David. Wait, hold on. Oh, I'm blocked. What? What did it say? Screenshot, please. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a sec. Oh my God. I missed all these messages. Attack of the un. Got it. Imagine what the first. Yep. Oh, really pushing. Yep. Yep. Imagine what the first. Okay. I really hope somebody gets me that. Anyway, Planet members, as VeVe Hodler, I think we're all invincible Chubbawumbas because we get knocked down, but we get up again. 100%. 100%. Bill Gardner. Give me those dabs. Meow, meow, meow. Thank you for the super chat. DM me 2 links. 100%. Yep, it is. It is. KGM Jams has finally bought some OMI on the stacker market. My man. My heckin' bad. Sleeping Comics. Say, what up? What up, Sleeping? How's it going, man? Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. I was watching Zoe 101 the other day with the bros. I was only 6 when you were only 6 when it came. Oh, you're so young. You're all youngin' in your 20s. Yeah, dude. Do I look good, my dear? Do I look good today? Yeah. That was, I think Victoria Justice got like her big break on there as well. She was on there, and then she was Shelby Marks, and then she was what's her name on blah, 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 blah. Sent the photo. All right, hang on. What the fudge? Okay. Human Torch, mint number 1939, was bought for 1,000 doll hairs by Bezoj Man. Oh my God. All right. So I know Bezoj Man's girlfriend. She hasn't introduced me to him yet, though. And let me give those crying face emojis. Crying face. Yeah, dude, Zoe 101 is so good. Did you see the Zoe 101 like reunion movie that they had last year? Pretty sweet. Incredibly. Yeah. Are you saying the transgender clone Drew is kind of hot? Is that? It's kind of cute, you know. My haters are gonna take that one, and they're gonna be like, "Randy, what the fudge, bro?" Now, like 1,000. Edward, it was, hey yo. uh, uh, the Cat Studios, Randy on a Friday night. The weekend has started. I can't wait for the Cat to finally get on VeVe. The Cat comic will get on VeVe at some point next year, and then maybe a the Cat collectible if the comic does well. I mean, you know, not bad looking, not bad. Glad to give y'all a laugh. Glad I could make y'all chuckle. Gosh. Sorry. Every now and then I do a what's that called? Gosh. Goofy. A goofy. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Don't tell. Yep, 100%, 100%. I can't believe Bezoj Man purchased that for 1,000 doll hairs. Bezoj Man with the fudge. Seems that level. Man, do I have anything he would buy for $1,000? Is he watching? Maybe he's watching. Maybe I'll put if he's looking at Human Torches. All right, Fantastic Four. I have. Oh God, hiccups. Truckin' Hank, what up? Cheering for the Yankees? I guess so. You know, New York team. I have number 42 for Human Torch. I will put Human Torch number 42 up for $900. 900 doll hairs. And see if he bites. See if he bites. You know, Bezoj Man. I think he might be able to do that. And if he does, I will be eternally grateful. You know. Oh dear. All right, you got to go to my listings. And I mean, I can't. I guess I could message it to his girlfriend, but like, maybe he'll buy my number 42 for 900. Yeah. When are they? I mean, it's who are they versing? The Dodgers. Beans. Hold on. Let me X out of that. X out of that. Mariana Cross. Okay. Yankees game. Does it start? Oh! I gotta end this and watch it. News with LeBron and VeVe. All right. So the news is everyone's been reaching out to LeBron, and we have somebody that's reaching out to somebody that knows his agent. So we'll see. The VeVe fans coming out strong. We should get him. We should get him on VeVe. Anyway, yeah, gotta go watch the Yankee game. Oh god, my booty. Oh, Star Wars. Okay, all right, let's do that. Let me X out of a lot of these things over here. X out of you. X out of you. I've X'd out of this. Speaking of Star Wars, you know that commercial where Natalie Portman is like promoting like a perfume? She's like, "You, what would you do for love?" Um, there's an amazing edit on TikTok where it's Natalie Portman saying that, but in the background there's music from Ghost, like diddle 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 diddle, and then as soon as she says, "You, what would you do for love?" It's Ghost singing, "You go down just like Holy Mary," and then it's Vader visiting Padme Amidala's like resting place. Not just another Bloody Mary, and then he uses the Force to wipe off all the leaves and brush and dirt from like her tomb, because she's not like in the ground, she's in like a tomb, and he takes off his helmet, and the words in the background like, "If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you internally," and then he like breaks down, "And I see nothing wrong." That is just, oh god, that is just peak edit. I'm sorry, the edits on TikTok are just unmatched, bar none. Ugh. Anyway, that'll be it for me. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you all. I love you guys. Goodbye. And stream.